This will be for feeding cotton guts, yes. Part of the cotton gut stuff. So I'm making this ideally in excess of what I necessarily need. Remembering that it's 1 sponge to 2 sprouts. So I have twice as many sprouts as I have the actual sponge output. I'll import sponges at cotton guts and then make the sprouts locally through these bioreactors. So that'll be what we end up doing. It's because both get used as things. Both get used as things. So that is what we are going to do. All right, I no longer need this chest. It flows. It's all flowing now. We are fully operational, and it will do its thing for me. And I've got a massive buffer in the form of the bulk rail loaders. That's 2 gigantic warehouses that'll be filled with these as modules. Okay. A couple things to check on as I head back to the mall so that we can pick up the items needed for the wood build, ultimately. There are some things to check while there. Those things include the status of the Mark II upgrades that I am currently working on, the Mark II module upgrades that I'm currently working on. Specifically, that's Tufra, as well as technically also the Cotton Gut studs. Going to Mark II through the standard method. Standard method being the one with only a 0.5% output. I cannot currently do yet the breeding program that will take my Mark II studs and make more of them. Or Mark II stud pups, I should say, or whatever the heck they are at this point. There's something. Because that breeding program is going to require quality cotton gut food, which will require Renea and Moondrops. Therefore, why I wanted to do Moondrops and then Renea right after that as the next things. But I do need more wood to be on the network, so that will be our next little project. I don't see how the Tufra couldn't have gotten its Mark II modules done yet. Ideally, this has cycled. This is cycling. This is moving. So, huzzah! Congratulations! I've got Mark II Tufra modules flowing. Yay! Much rejoicing. Much rejoicing that this is happening. Apparently, Tufra is being rebalanced. Or not Tufra, but Renea is being rebalanced. Of course, like I'm hoping that'll be done by the time I get to Renea. So I don't need to do this anymore. This process is dead to me now, so I don't need that to move. This is the important one for moving. This gives us a 6.5 Tufra out. I don't know what the actual range is. Probably 1 to 10. I don't know. I don't know what the range is here. What is this range? It says 6.5, but that's just the average of the output. I actually have to look at the recipe in Hellmod, maybe, to see that, what the actual range of the output is. To Tufra breeding. You're set to contain, so why... Anyway, it's this. It is... Okay. Not that one, it is that one. Yeah, the one that says 6.5. It still doesn't tell me. Actually, it's just 6.5. So that's just one of those things you have to look in the code, I guess. Oh well. 6.5. Sure. Then this process has not resulted in a stud. Why no guts, though, on the fetal serum? Why no guts, though? That is sad. Where are my guts? Why we no guts? There's some guts. Are we just too slow? I think we are just too slow. How's the, thingy here? 19,000 Augs caged. We have 19,000 caged Augs. I think that I have the ability to make some guts out of those Augs. I think I have a sufficient amount of Augs to make some guts. Why this recipe wasn't set, I don't know. But guts, go, do your thing. Let the guts flow. The guts shall flow. Through a Mark II factory. Yes, guts, flow for me, please. I'll make the guts continue to flow for me. If I ever get another Mark II slaughterhouse. Oh hey, there it is. It's coming. There, go. Dude, yay. Yay. 0.8 per second. 0.8 per second. Yeah, we've got a few. We've got a few. These stack to 500 on the caged dogs. We've got a fraction of a warehouse. But hey, we've got things. Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, right. Yeah, right. Let's not void currently. I need to think of something better for that. For that setup. I will eventually think of something better for that setup, just not right now. Okay, build. Yes, the build. Build of wood. This is build of wood. Pretty sure this is everything as well. Yeah, so about that 50 wood processing units. This would probably be the time for Mark II stuff. you there. Now is the time for the Mark II stuffs. If and only if I have some Circuit 2s. In fact, here, have some Circuit 2s. You have some Circuit 2s now. To make me a few of those. Because this at... God, I hate... Sometimes. You. That. Much, much better. How about the fastwood forestries? Where am I making those? It looks like a tree. Where is it? I would have thought that it was up... Oh, here it is. Hello, fastwood forestries. What do you need? Same stuff. Same type stuff, but only need 12 of the Mark 1s. So I think I'm fine using the Mark 1s here. Have I already grabbed the Mark II moss farms? Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. Don't care. We'll grab more. And then I should have everything else outside of the 6 compost plants. It's another one I'm considering getting going, but neuroprocessors is a hard no at this point. Yeah, mall like this, if you're trying to build a compact mall, it's easy to lose track of stuff. Very easy to lose track of what's where in the mall. So I think I'm good for this build. This build is not a complete build. Let us make something more complete here. Something more complete is going to require a lot of washers and a lot of soil extractors and a lot of burners. Got 50 burners, so I think I'm okay with that. I need more washers and soil extractors. The washers are here. And the soil extractors are down here. Okay. Where is my vehicle? All the way over there. Where are we going to build wood? This is the question. Where shall wood live? This beautiful little build. Oh right, I need these guys. And some solid steps. Okay. Alright, well, vehicle, for one. All the way over here. You're going to take some of the extra doohickeys I have. So I can make some room for the sap extractors and solid separators. Always forget about the solid separators. Those are, again, with the new icon. And I think this is not the full icon. Anyway, I'm also looking for these, yeah, those. Solid separator. Solid, that. Oh, that is actually the full icon. Oh boy. Oh hey, I have Mark 2s of the solid separator. Wow. Of all things, to have the Mark 2s of Myrtle is back in 40 minutes. I end in 50, so congrats if you're late. You'll have missed everything. Okay, this I think is reasonable and will ultimately result in a net 30 of wood. Am I missing anything important? The ash. That is what I'm missing. The production of the ash. Isn't it going to just be easier to do the ash if I like filter flue gas made from biomass? Like, isn't that going to be the easiest now? Filter flue gas from biomass? Nah. Nah, nah. No. That short answer, no. Was this nerfed? Filtering flue gas into ash? Might have been. Mayhaps have been. No, that's ash into flue gas. I need to click this. Excuse me. There. Wow, that's stuff. Hello, stuff. That's all the voiding recipes. Thank you for showing me voiding recipes. Oh boy. 4 ash from bones, 15 ash from fiber, 1 ash from 12 coal dust, and then 100 flue gas to 2 ash. Yeah. Interesting. Because that's a build in and of itself. Huh? What? Oh, already have it. Right. 40 compost plants. 54 sap extractors. Why am I so strict with my schedule? Because any longer and I might actually damage my voice. Like, there is such a thing as talking for too long. That my voice is only used to the 3-hour streams at this point. If I go longer, it will put strain. Lots and lots of strain. Plus I have to eat. I have to eat at some point. So yeah, this not gonna happen. I think just my normal build from the syngas coal gas stuff is gonna do it most likely, but Hellmod's not gonna give me a good idea on the output of that at all. Model is updated. Okay. Well, what the heck happened here? I don't know. Why are you on ingredient input? I want output. I want, yes, that's what I want. In this case, we need like over 20 something amount, some like 25 or even 30, just to get. Oh, that's a few gasifiers. That's a few. So have I mentioned that the coal gas into ash was nerfed? Well, the coal gas ash output was nerfed at some point. So this is also not right. That's why it was in ingredient input, is because it messes up due to the tar loop here. It tries to overproduce on the other things. Yeah, it doesn't do this right. It tries to close loop the tar. For some reason. Yeah, input 354.6 coal gas. That is not even remotely what I need here. And why do you not, like, reset your percentages? Like, excuse me. Reset your percentages. So this is why I was on ingredient input, so I could just, like, be like 300-ish and have it give me the proper thingies. Proper values. So in this case, that's going to give me 32, 275 is, yeah, so 3 tar extractors gives enough tar to keep this moving and produce sufficient quantities of ash. So then it's 26 plus 7 for 33 gasifiers and 12 filters. That is significantly smaller setup than doing the dedicated flue gas recipe. Thank you so much for the follow. That is definitely a smaller setup than doing the alternative of dedicated flue gas production, converting the flue gas into ash only by using these 6 filters here. So I need to grab 6 filters and then the bunch of stuff. The bunch of stuff. Why does that have, like, sub-block? I don't know. 33, yes, 33 gasifiers. And 12 filters. It's gonna take multiple trips. Gonna be a couple of trips, because the gasifiers only stack to 5 for some strange reason. Speaking of gasifiers, these would be something to consider making Mark IIs of. Very, 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 very much so. As quickly as possible. That is a prime candidate. Okay, get the car vehicle. Vehicle, do that, and then grab filters. Filters! It's actually, the icon for filters is a filter drum. That makes it pretty simple to find. It is a filter drum on the filters. I need more than that. I need that many. Also considering the Mark IIs on the filters at some point, but I don't use them as often. Okay, let's see. That can go all in there, and I think we're good now. I I think I think I'm good now. The only other thing would be to get the 387.1 tailings, but I've brought enough buildings to do that. You're just gonna have to trust me. So the tailings is going to be made out of this process with the voiding at the end. So it's soil into sand. The sand will give tailings, and then the sand into pure sand will give tailings as well. And then as long as the pure sand is then voided, this process constantly moves, giving a consistent source of tailings. That is the simplest way of getting tailings, is just something set up like this. And in my case, this is going to be using Mark II machines rather than Mark I's. So really, I could just copy this and paste it wherever I do need the tailings, where I will set this up. Speaking of where we will set this up, where will we set this up? That is a very good question. Where will we set up wood? Somewhere with preferably a ton of space. I'm thinking down here, in all actuality, right down in here. So that's what I will do. I also want to check my power situation. Power is fine. Remembering that I have 2 gigawatts. It says I have 4. I do not have 4. I have 2. I have 2 gigawatts of potential output. That's just due to Factorio's behavior when dealing with the pi combustion turbine implementation, with varying temperature combustion mixture. It does not take into account the power value here, max, does not take into account the max available power for the combustion mixture that you're currently using. That is a value that exists. The game does keep track of that particular value. In fact, if you look at a combustion turbine over here, it will tell you the available power. You can see the available power bar of 33.3 megawatts. Yeah, that's the value that it should display on the max here. That's what I would expect it to display here. Just the addition of whatever the available power values are compared to the actual power output. But no, that's not what it looks at. It looks at, and it adds the actual max output. So instead of looking at like the 33.3 here, it's adding the 56.1 of each combustion turbine rather than the 33.3, which is dumb. Which is so dumb. It should not do that, but that is what it does. And that is why it is always miscalculated, shall we say, in its current implementation. So, let's head off. Start working on the build. We're going to need to make a few trips back to the mall, I'm sure, during this, because this is going to be very space intensive, like incredibly space intensive. Also, where I'm building this, I need a source of tar. I mean, I guess that's close enough, but I need tar. This may actually be the first time I import tar. Do I even have tar on my network? I have crude oil. I have crude oil on my network. Just, casually. I've had this. I've not used it yet. I don't think I've built one of those for tar as of yet. So that's fun. I've always had a convenient source of tar everywhere that I'm building. Maybe I should find a good big tar patch somewhere and put the tar onto my network. Or I could just build near a source of tar. Like here, up here. We could build up here versus down here, which only has crude and not so much the tar as easily. I mean, there's tar here. So if I build here, I can do the tar right there and just bring it straight down. That's what I'll do. We have shifted to the left slightly where I want to build this, and this is going to be such a big build that, oh boy, I don't think it's going to matter much. The great thing is, by doing it this way, my train station is only wood out. This needs no outside inputs outside of the tar, ultimately. Come on, you. Break the things. Don't know what the holdup is, by the way, on that Grodd Stage 3. What is the holdup on science? Blue science. As strange as that sounds, blue science is the limiter right now. And I'm guessing that it's the Circuit 2s. Yeah, it's the Circuit 2s for the blue science. The Circuit 2s have missing the caps or whatever. Resist these things. These things. And these things are missing ferrite. Because of course it would be ferrite. Because of course it would be ferrite that's missing. Why are you not nichrome? Why are you not nichrome? What? Like, what? Like, what? What? Uh, what? Mall nichrome. What? I must have done a thing. Ni. What? What? Go recalculate. Recalculate, please. What has happened? Go to the depot. Mall nichrome. Right here. Have I not done the thing? Alright, so unfortunately, I have to fix that, like, immediately. I'm going to stick a storehouse down to put the buildings in that I'll be using on this build. I'm going to need, like, a lot of this stuff. Fast woods. Oh, right, I didn't... I need to go back anyway, because I didn't actually grab the, these guys. Wood processing units. Duh! I need those. I sorta need those. Kinda, sorta.